And so now we're going to be looking at, in addition to vignette, all right, so Sandra Cisneros wrote this book in a series of vignettes. All right, so little, very short stories that don't have to be in a sequential timeline. They don't have to be in order, but they were descriptions of her perception, how she saw the world, right? So her view on things. Remember, we read those who don't, and we compared those who don't know the people in our neighborhood to those who do know us in our neighborhood. And so that was just one picture. That was one portrayal of how she viewed the world, right? So these people that come here, they don't know us, so they think we're dangerous. And then on the flip side, when we go to neighborhoods that we don't know people, then we're scared. We're the ones who don't know anyone and think that people around us can be dangerous or scary, right? So bottom line, we don't know each other. We're scared of each other, and that can be dangerous. That can be a bad thing. We see it all over the news every day in the world that people you don't know, things you don't know, you're nervous about, you're scared of, and then we can react in sorts of ways that are not good. So as we call the book a vignette, we can also call this a Bildungsroman. A Bildungsroman. And Mr. Mingora came to me and he said, "Do you know what type of book this is?" And I said, "Well, no, I haven't really looked into it that deeply." And he showed me the word Bildungsroman. And then my eyes lit up because I knew exactly what that is. I knew exactly what he was talking about because guess what? This is a German word, Alemann. So I learned about this word when I did my studies in college, and we read Bildungsroman. We read several of them. And so we're going to look at what a Bildungsroman is in the little paragraph here. And I'm going to have you guys read this a couple times. We'll read it out loud and then you'll read it on your own. And we're going to talk about the characteristics of a Bildungsroman. Because the book, The House on Mango Street, is Sandra Cisneros' version of a Bildungsroman. Okay? So I want you guys to read it out loud. Is that okay? Do you mind? There's like nobody here. It's just us, right? So there's no reason to be nervous or anything like that.
And don't feel like this is like such a big word. I don't know all this.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I did not even know how to pronounce the word proper.
Yeah.
So, I didn't say Roman, I said Roman. I didn't have any idea.
Yeah.
I had no clue. And I just want to let you know that there's many times that I'm just another ordinary person who doesn't understand all the other languages. So I had to figure it out, and thank goodness Mr. Wynn was able to explain it to me.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. And so, but first, let's look at maybe the meanings of the two words before we look at this, because it'll give you a bit of an idea of what Bildungsroman could mean. So if you look down underneath where it says characteristics of a Bildungsroman, Roman in German means novel. Okay, Roman means novel. And so a novel we know is a story that follows rules. However, a vignette we know doesn't necessarily need to follow the same rules as a novel. But we know that it's going to be a book. It's going to be about something. It's more than just an entertainment book, right? It's more than just a crime mystery or Harry Potter that's put out there for our entertainment. It's written with some purpose for the audience. Okay, she wants to portray or she wants to give us a message that she thinks is important. And so Roman means novel, and Bildung is that beautiful word in German that means education. It means education, right? So again, now I'm sure a Harry Potter enthusiast would argue with me, but is Harry Potter a purposeful book that the author wants to portray this deep meaning and have the reader receive an education through that book? Or is it more for entertainment, right? There's lots of action parts and fun stuff that happens, and it's to entertain people. And that's amazing, because reading books for entertainment is extremely important. Reading books in general is one of the most effective ways that human beings can do to exercise their brain, to learn another language, right? We're learning another language here. One of the best ways to learn another language is to read. So when we have books for entertainment, they're easier to read, right, than other books that might be, in your literature classes, and your teacher wants you to get this huge meaning and these deep complexities, and they want to teach you a bunch of different things through this literature book. That can be great, but for a lot of people it can be boring. But Harry Potter can be very entertaining. Books like that can be much more entertaining. So all that is to say that please read for fun, read books for fun. But this book in particular is a book that was written for a different purpose than just our entertainment. It was written to deliver a message that Sandra Cisneros thinks is important. So Bildung, education, roman, novel. All right. So I picked on Alondra first last time. Jolise, would you read for me maybe to right after society, please?
After or before?
Before, I'm sorry, before, and then stop at society.
Okay. Bildung's Roman
Mm-hmm.
is a kind of novel that follows the development of the hero from childhood or adolescence.
You want help?
Adolescence
Yes, perfect.
into adulthood through a troubled quest for identity. In a Bildung's Roman, the goal is maturity, and the protagonist achieves it gradually with difficulty. The
Genre.
features a main conflict between the main chapter and subject.
Thank you very much. Excellent. All right, Alondra, would you please finish that paragraph?
Sandra Cisneros is one of the first Hispanic American writers, writing for Chicana Mexican American women. The House of Industry, 1983. Cisneros writes in the voice of adolescent Esperanza, who longs for a room of her own in a house which she can be proud of. He shows the development of the protagonist Esperanza from her childhood to adulthood.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. So now what I want you to do is to read it to yourself. But while you're reading, I want you to highlight words that you think are important, because this paragraph explains 4 or 5 characteristics of a Bildungsroman. So explains what a Bildungsroman is. And I want you to try to highlight those parts of the paragraph that have to do with what a Bildungsroman is specifically, right? So smaller sections. All right, now I don't want you to highlight the entire paragraph, but either important words or important parts of the paragraph, maybe parts of sentences. And then we'll talk about it. We'll see what you come up with. And also, you can highlight any vocabulary that you're not sure what it means. Highlight that too, so we can go over those words. And what do we think? Maybe 5 minutes, and then if you need more time, we'll gladly give it to you.
They're about 5 minutes, not even quite 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes they leave for lunch.
Okay. Oh, they don't leave at 11:27?
And they leave shortly. Shortly, right, ladies?
Like your woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
They don't mind letting us get lunch.
No, we would never make them do that. Oh, that's right, because lunch is staggered. Okay.
Craziness.
Yeah. So, hi, how are you?
Hi.
What's your name?
That's me, Marty,
Marty?
come here.
No, it's Mark.
Me.
Milmary?
Yeah.
How do I spell it?
It's Milmari.
That makes it easy for me. Milmary. Awesome. How are you? Are you in this class?
No.
Oh, you're just hanging out? Oh, lucky Mr.
These are
Mingora.
buddies.
What was that?
Did you write me one?
No.
Are you gonna get me one?
That's my mom.
You get out to Carlo. Mira. 2 times a day, 7 hours a day in school.
I told my mom about it.
So all I need is.
My brother got so mad.
Oh, he wants cake?
I don't know. I don't think he does.
This
But
is what it says, that's all you gotta write.